What's up, everyone? It's another beautiful day. And for those that don't know, if you're getting here for the first time, I'm the face behind the channel. But let's not focus on that. Today, we'll be talking about the topic at hand. The title, which is the prosperity gospel, and it's it has been here for quite some time. It's very very popular. Even here in Nigeria, it's a major problem now in the Christendom in Nigeria, and basically it just entails that the gospel basically is God's will to give his believers or his followers health, wealth, and yeah, health and wealth basically. And yeah, I mean, God, God, God is able to give us health, and God, I mean, giving wealth to a man, I mean, yes, that's God's plan. Yeah, I mean, God, if you read the Old Testament, people were actually blessed by God. Even now, we see pray for blessings. I pray to be blessed by God. But that is not. I mean, if you just read the gospel, really, like, I mean, I don't know how you can't come to that conclusion that this is what the gospel is for, because I mean, like, if you, I mean, okay, for example, Christianity particularly was started by a man. The Word became flesh, God in flesh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Christ-like Christianity, and Christ. And I think it was actually just God's wisdom playing out, so that because he knew maybe this thing was going to happen. I mean, Christ himself, he wasn't a. I mean, granted, he wasn't a pauper. He wasn't like a poor man to the core, but he wasn't rich. I mean, if you read the Gospels, Christ was just, was doing well for himself. He was just doing quite well. He was a carpenter, and it was okay. It was okay. Not, it wasn't like, but it was cool. It was enough to pay his taxes and everything. It was fine. And this is the person that we are emulating. Like, this is the person that without him, there is no us. Both in the sense of Christianity and in the sense of the world, basically, even whether you're a Christian or not, because he's the creator. And it's crazy because he was born in a manger. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't even get an in when they went to, I mean, you know the story now of Christ. And if God in flesh wasn't even, did not depend on money, on all this or that, to even preach, to live his life and preach his gospel, then would the Christian of today necessarily need money for that? I mean, I think no, because I mean, let's even check even the apostles. When you read about the apostles, they weren't even rich men as well. Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, even the first 300 years of Christianity, I mean, if you guys go into, I mean, I just know a little bit of history, and if you go into history a little bit, I mean, you see that Christianity for the first 300 years after Christ was in total persecution. And if Christianity was illegal, it therefore means that Christians were not even, money wasn't even in their head. Basically, money was, they weren't thinking about money. They were thinking about survival. I mean, they get caught, they're gonna die for their faith. And so to not come and say, oh, that the ultimate will of God is for you to be enjoying yourself and you're rich. I mean, that's not the gospel, really. That's not what Christ taught. That's not what the church teaches. I don't know where people really get that from. I mean, and it's like a burden now in our time. A lot of people, like I say, I myself, right? I pray to that God blesses the works of my hands. I pray that the Lord will help me, and I really want to make money. I really want to have, at least I want to be very comfortable. But that is not, I mean, the gospel really, I mean, in simplicity, is for the salvation of man. That is really why Christ came down on earth. It's for God, it's for man's salvation. Is it possible that, yeah, as money, does money help in the gospel? Yes, but money or no money, bro, the gospel will be preached. Because there are some people that say, oh, today's time you need money so that you can, get out to the world and do this and do that. If you don't have money, how can you I don't know, how can you rule social media, how can you do this? But at the end of the day, that's something I heard from one um a very wise man. He said all we do as Christians really is preach and talk and this and that. The person who convicts the soul or the heart of man is God. We are just basically conduits. Even I, as I'm talking to you right now, It's God. God will be the one to convict you in your heart. I'm just a conduit, really. It's pointless if God does not come and talk to you. It's pointless. That's why it says that we are looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of the faith. So I just guess that this video is just again, it's not bad to pray and to wish God for wealth and health, but that is not anywhere close to the center of what Christ came for. Really, that I'm like me, I pray for that. I hope to go for that. But that's not what the gospel is for, really. Honestly, it's for the salvation of man. It's for the salvation of men. Even health as well. We yes, by His stripes we are healed, and we work out miracles, so we can even heal people. But there's sometimes it's not every time that is the will of God for a person to be healed in the sense of when people sometimes people, I know Christ healed almost everybody he saw, healed a lot of people, but he didn't heal. I don't think Christ healed everybody that was in Israel at his time. He healed quite a good number of people, but I don't think it was everybody. I don't think the Bible said he healed everybody. So at the end of the day, God's will has to be done. Even Elisha was such a powerful prophet, and one of the most powerful, I would even say, and he died of sickness. Crazy, right? He died of sickness. So prosperity gospel really, it's a thorn, it's a stain on the Christendom today. It's very bad. It's very bad, and it's just not real, really. Like if the person who I'm emulating was not even rich in himself, I think that's a clear cut that wealth is just an asset that can or cannot be given, really. We hope that God gives us, but if He doesn't, oh good, really. All the wealth we need really is in Christ. That's why the famous Saint Augustine said, "He who has Christ has everything." Christ is really all you need, because there's nothing better than having Christ and knowing that you're going to meet Him when you get to heaven, and you guys are just going to be there together. So you have a wonderful time, and pray God bless you. God bless you.